Okay, so you need to know. Okay, you just don't. Your title has to be a reason why for the words you type in for your title. You should know for what reason it is there. Okay, so look into your title and see whether it reflects, okay, the gap, okay, the gap in the literature, and also does it reflect your research aim. Okay, so these are the tips that you can look into for your title. Okay, I know I am that your supervisor already have done this for you, maybe. Okay,
And
so
then
you
they
don't
think they think they can score because last semester I got in finance.
excuse me, please
But
mute your
I forgot.
microphone.
If I cannot score subject, they can. Maybe they can. They cannot score subject. I can. You know, vice versa. If they score the bucket.
Okay, excuse me, if you are unable to attend the session due to whatever reason, okay, please don't join and you are doing something else. By reason if you cannot attend, but once you attend, you have to pay attention and not doing anything else. Okay, with a good justification, I can accept. Okay, no problem with it. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so next, background of the problem. Okay, so now after you share with the audience what is the title of your research work, you start to describe, okay, the background, okay, of your research work. Okay, okay, so you have to answer all these questions: what, how, and why the research needs to be done. Okay, so you don't simply do the research without any reason, right? So you need to have so tell others what is the reason you want to do the research, what problem it's going to solve. Okay, what are the issues that arise. Okay, so convince the audience that your research is something that is need to be that is your research is important. Okay, and then to back up, okay, to back up your background of research, you have to also talk about literature review. Okay, so you convince the audience, okay, you did a literature review, what other researchers have made in the past, and from there, okay, identify the missing gap, okay, in the work that has been done by the researchers in the past. Okay, and that gap is going to be filled by your work. Okay, it sounds I'm talking, I mean, like, very ideally, try your level best, okay, to find out what is the gap in the work that people have missed, okay, and that you are going to fill in that gap. Okay, and then specifically, what would be your research? Okay, so your research objectives or your research aim. Okay, so for example, ask yourself this question. Okay, what will you need to know to answer the research question? Okay, just now the gap itself is a research question, right? That something needs to be done to fill in that gap. Okay, so how will your work fill in that gap? Okay, that is research objectives. Okay, so now for example, if your work is synthesis, okay, so I just want to share with you to synthesize. For example, if you are working on this to synthesize um, metal nanoparticles, etc. Okay, what do you think? Is this a good objective? Okay, so this is not a good objective. Why? Because to synthesize or to prepare or to study, all these are your research activities that you do to achieve your objective. Okay, your objective should be something like to establish the preparation conditions to obtain and optimize performance, for example. Okay, or to determine the contribution factor, something and some or something like that. Okay. Okay, so to establish, to optimize, to understand. Okay, so those are research objectives. Okay, so later you can discuss with your supervisor to know more about this. Okay, and then methodology or your experimental. Okay, so here you need to also share with the audience, okay, how you're going to carry out your research work, okay, from the beginning towards the end. Okay, if you are doing synthesis, what is your starting material? Okay, what method are you going to use? What solvents involved? Okay, and the preparation conditions, heating, for example, temperature, time, and so on. Okay, and for your is involved. What facilities? Okay, for your characterization, for example. Okay, what are you going to use to characterize your sample? Maybe X-ray diffractometer, okay, or thermal analysis, okay, and so on. Okay, and then expected. So this you can get based on your literature review. For example, maybe a past researcher reported on he managed to obtain 90% removal of heavy metal from wastewater. Okay, so now you want to do optimization on what the previous researcher has done, and you expect to get 100% removal. Okay, so do something like that. Okay. Okay, and then timeline. Okay, timeline. So you are given 2 semesters. Okay, you are given 2 semesters. So try to show. I mean, share with the audience how you're going to meet the milestones until towards the end of your project. Okay, you can refer to the academic calendar because there are some deadlines that you need to meet. Okay. Okay, so additional tips. Since this is in the form of PowerPoint presentation, so try to use more graphics. Okay, use diagrams. Okay, avoid lengthy text. Okay, no one. You don't have. Do not have enough time to read all the text you write. Okay, rather try to use diagrams, graphic, figures. Okay, and explain them. Okay, and if you are referring to other people's work, cite the sources appropriately. Okay, be punctual. Okay, so the time allocation is 15 minutes, 10 minutes presentation, 5 minutes Q&A. Make sure you do not exceed the time limit. Okay, and practice. Okay, so try try your level best, okay, to be fluent, okay, in what you are presenting, and also make sure you are it's best that you memorize what you're going to present. Okay, and have good eye contact with. Okay, you can to improve your presentation skills, you can present in front of your supervisor, senior, lab mates, friends, and etc., and ask their feedback. Okay, and understand every point in your slide. Okay, sampaikan satunya, use nice graphic and figures, and then you have a single ada titik noktah kat sini. So you know for what reason this dot is here there. Okay, to that extent, if possible. Okay, because examiners, they will ask you and for anything at your slide. So you need to know for what reason it is there in your slide. Okay. Okay, so that's all from me. Maybe some of you have other suggestions, or you want to comment anything, you want to ask anything.
Doctor,
Yes.
for the presentation slides,
Yeah.
we have to use the slide with a header and footer like macam ada UPM punya tu ke?
Not necessarily. But it is recommended lah because you're a student. But if you don't use it, we don't deduct your marks lah. It's just optional lah. But it's good to have UPM lah.
Like the one you presenting now, the slides.
This is one choice you have. You can also look for other. No problem.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Any other questions? So if there are no questions, then I would like to end our session today. We can still communicate through WhatsApp, okay, and other platforms also. You're more than welcome. We can set up meeting. Okay, so thank you very much. See you soon. I hope everything is good and smooth. Okay, so if there are no more things to discuss, I'll end this session today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.